Told you it was going to be a short break. Listen, one thing, let's talk about, we're hanging out every single Sunday at the Golden Nugget. What is the difference? And you as a bookmaker knows this better than anybody, and you are a casino player as well. The difference for gamblers, sports gambling on games versus casino gambling. What's better for the better?
Right. Well, the Golden Nugget's not going to love this, this segment. But the truth is that when you bet a sporting event, you take one risk over a 2.5-hour period of time. When you bet blackjack or slot machines, for example, there may be 400-500 risks in that same 2.5-hour time period. So the more risks you take, the better it is for the house. So that's why if it was up to casinos, they'd have no sports books in it whatsoever. It'd be all slot machines. But they have to have sports books, because if they didn't have sports books at the Mirage, they would jump over to Caesars, go to the sports book there, and then lay their blackjack money down too. The best game in the casino, if you're going to have to play casino games, which I do and everyone loves, the best game is craps. Because when you play the pass line and the come bets, the casino's only taking about a 1% advantage over you. And on the odds bet, which comes in craps, you're actually head-to-head flipping a coin with the casino. It's the only game in the casino that there's zero advantage over the customer. So if you're going to play in the casino, I'd shoot them dice, but there's no doubt about it that in the long run, sports betting is always going to be better for the better.
Oh, absolutely. Listen, sports betting is a 50-50 proposition. My wife, on the other hand, she is a slot machine addict. She needs therapy. And I sit there and I watch her and I'm going, this is crazy. I don't play slots. I don't play table games. I'm there. I mean, this is what I do for a living. I'm in the sports book. This is where I've got an advantage. I'm not going and putting money on things where odds are stacked against me. I like 50-50 propositions. But let me also ask you something here, the new wave that's taken over Vegas. It's the in-game wagering. You see a lot of guys doing it. I don't partake in it for reasons we'll talk about here in a minute. But your thoughts on it. And by the way, in-game wagering, basically you're sitting there throughout the game. Hey, is this guy going to get a first down? Is this guy going to rush for so many yards in this quarter? Is this team going to convert on this fourth down try?
This is something that Vegas tried in the 80s. They put little booths in the sports books, and you could bet baseball every pitch, every inning. Didn't really work. The difference is now in the computer age, everyone is technically advanced. They love having the little handhelds there, and they're action junkies, and they've turned a regular game into a slot machine by, instead of having one risk, you have risks every single down. So you get a player to make 100 bets in one game rather than one bet, and every bet is vigorous, every bet is retail, and they keep adding a little and tacking a little bit on, and by the end of the day, you're stuck with no money in your pocket, and that's no place to be. So I really wouldn't recommend the in-game betting, but I can understand why people love it, and certainly why the casinos love it.
To me, it's like going to the movie theater, you're buying your tickets, and then it's adding the popcorn, the soda, and all the other stuff, because that's where the theater is making their money.
Absolutely.
So guys, listen, when we return from break, we've got 2 more games to break down. First one's going to be San Diego and Cleveland. Try to stay awake for that one. But then the big game coming up is going to be Tennessee and Indianapolis, and we'll be back with those 2 games and more in just a brief moment.